What's up, gang? I'm about to show you how to give yourself a fade at home, a mid-taper at home, how to fade your beard at home, how to line the back of your nape area at home. So look, let's begin with our 1.5 guard and just, start debulking some of our hair down. Right, I zoomed in just so you can get a little better clarity. The next step, we're gonna go slanted, okay, with our trimmers and make our first initial guideline. Then we're just gonna blow that out, make that as skin as possible. Now, if you have an electric shaver, this is your time to use your electric shaver and get the size as bald as possible, okay? Next step, we wanna use our clippers. I'm using my red clippers, and we wanna have our lever all the way back. It means our clippers are all the way open. And we wanna go down 1/4 of an inch, okay? We're not making this beard fade too much, but we wanna make it stand out. Next step, make sure you have your 1 guard, put it on your clippers, adjust your lever to your liking, and we are gonna go up 1/4 of an inch, well, down 1/4 of an inch on our beard. Not too much, not too low, okay? Remember, we're just doing a little fade on our beard just to make it pop with our mid-taper, okay? So take your time, fade, flick out. I didn't really do a lot of speeding up on this video. I just did a lot of cutting. Next step, we wanna get our 1.5 guard. We wanna fade down a little bit, and we wanna flick out when we fade down. And we also wanna fade up and flick out when we fade up, okay? As you can see in the video. Next step, we wanna get our 0.5, our blending guard. And with our blending guard, we just basically solidifying the blend. That's the best way I can say it, yeah. We're solidifying the blend, all right? You take the fading the blending guard off, and now we're adjusting the lever back and forth, open and close, and just making that blend from the top of the beard blend in very nicely. So as you see, I just went back to my 1.5 guard and just lightly fading down, all right? Look at myself in the mirror, everything looks pretty good. So now I'm just making sure I get any type of guideline out and fading it up a little more, okay? Especially with that tape. I put my 1 guard back on, and on the side of my cheeks, just going up, okay? Just going up. All right, this is where our mid-taper begins. So we wanna go up 1/4 of an inch directly up on that line, all right? And we're making our first panel, all right? We're making our first panel, all right? And as you can see, our panel is not that wide, it's small. Our second step, after we make our first panel, we're gonna blow that panel out. We're just gonna put our lever all the way up, and we're just gonna bite at that line. Just gonna bite at that line until it disappears, all right? Now, when you're biting at that line, you're adjusting your lever up and down, okay? The same method applies whenever you put your 1 guard on your clippers as well, 1/4 of an inch, and just, flicking out when you go up, and then you're gonna take your clippers and then you're gonna go down and just make it smooth, all right? We're flicking up just again, just to make sure that that blend is real nice, all right? We already blew out our panel, so now we're working on our second panel just to make sure everything is blended and faded nice and blurry, okay? Again, I'm gonna leave a description for all the tools I use in my video. Just check the description and you'll see a link for all of the tools that I use, okay? I put my 1.5 guard back on, and now I'm fading back up with a decent flick out, but I'm really just going up, all right, in the angle and the direction that the hair is going, all right? So now I'm doing a little bit of notching and a little bit of flicking out, just making sure that that mid-taper just pops, all right? All right, so as you see what I just did with my fingers, I'm just adjusting the lever as I fade. And then I go right back down. And the reason why I fade down, because I want to make sure that everything looks nice and blurry and faded, okay? And it lasts longer, okay? So I'm notching with my trimmers, with my clippers, notching up, and I'm fading down, okay? I do that a lot throughout the whole process, right? Everything looking pretty good. I just put my 0.5 guard on, my blending guard, and I'm doing some more fading. Just fading up, blending in a circular motion and a notching motion just to get that panel blended nicely, okay? But as you can see, we just knocked out the second panel, and I'm just working on that little blowout skin portion at the bottom. I don't have a shaver with me, so I just want to make that as light as possible. I took my blending guard again, my 0.5 guard, and I'm just hitting that taper at the bottom to make it look even more nice, okay? I take my 1.5 guard again, and I go up a little bit more. I bite at that panel just to make sure that everything looks proper. So I take my neck duster, dust myself off, and now I'm about to go ahead and get my beard. The first thing I do with my trimmers, I just make my first guideline. Now, I'm not making my beard too low, so I'm going a little bit underneath. Every week I let it grow a little bit more and more, okay? So I inch out because I don't want it right at the jawline, right? So the more hair you let grow on your neck, believe it or not, the longer your beard will be. And the longer your beard will, and the fuller your beard will be, okay? So just remember that. That's a little secret most men need to know, all right? So as you see, I keep my eyes right in the middle, really, I'm not gonna say my nose, but in the middle of the mirror. I'm just making sure that I have an even line underneath my neck, all right? So now I just tap below those hairs right there on my lip. I do the puffer face, okay? And just so I can get a nice little even line on my mustache and the inside of my mustache, okay? Take note how I flip my trimmers. All right, that's a real easy way to cut and trim. Get your nose hairs, make sure everything good. Puffer face again, and we're just going down on that mustache right there. Not too much, but just hitting it so it's dark. So as you see on my beard, the way I hit that angle, the way I angle my face, that's the best way to get those curves, the natural curves. And we're just keeping it kind of high, not too low. The same thing applies on the other side, okay? Never be afraid to stretch your skin down and use the angle of the trimmers. And I have the link for those trimmers, for these trimmers, in the description below, okay? There's some cheap trimmers, but they do the job. They're real clutch, they're real handy. They're only about $15, so like, yeah, I left the link for you, okay? I take these trimmers everywhere. These are my to-go trimmers. And they work pretty good. They already zero gap for you, so you don't have to worry about setting the clippers, all right? All right, so now we want to line up our nape area, all right? So I have the old classic mirror. I don't have my self-cut mirror, but I have my mirror right in front of me. I'm turned around in the mirror, as you can see, and I'm just following that line. Please do not rush. It's not worth it whenever you cut your own hair. So I'm just following that line, biting that line right there at the hair, as you can see. I follow the same instructions for when I'm cutting clients, when I'm cutting my own hair, all right? Believe it or not, that's how I learned how to cut on my own hair, all right? So that's looking pretty good. So I just need to hit that inch just a little bit more, just to make it pop out a little bit more. There we go. There we go, looking pretty good. Never leave any extra hairs, okay? But as you see, the taper looking pretty good on both sides. I'm feeling good, I'm looking good. I just want to hit that little notch just a little bit more. But yeah, that's how you do a taper at the house. I'm feeling good, I'm looking good. For more content, make sure you subscribe, leave a comment, give me feedback, And until the next video,
Yeah, fuck all the rules, bitch, I'm two-player. My new bitch a shooter, she Tomb Raider. Fuck her once, then I call for a Uber taker. And mine to sell out with the midget. I got gas, I got loud, don't you fidget. We got perks, we got Zans, don't you panic. We got soft, we got white, look like dandruff.